You press play. High-definition video begins within 2 seconds. You did not wait for a download to finish. You did not watch a progress bar. The video just started. And here is the thing. That file you are watching is too large to arrive in real time at the raw sizes video cameras produce. Something happened before it reached you. Several somethings, in fact. Common assumption. Streaming means the file downloads to your device and plays while it arrives. That is partially true, but misses the architecture. Streaming platforms do not serve one giant file. They serve hundreds of tiny pre-cut segments, each a few seconds long, and your player requests them one at a time. The platform can change which version of each segment it sends based on your connection speed. That is not downloading. That is adaptive streaming. Before a video goes online, it is encoded. Raw camera footage is enormous. A codec like H.264 or H.265 analyzes each frame, and instead of saving every pixel, it saves only what changed from the previous frame. Still backgrounds are described once. Moving objects are tracked with motion vectors. The result, the same visual quality at a fraction of the raw size. H.265 achieves roughly half the file size of H.264 at the same quality level. After encoding, the video is cut into segments, typically 2 to 10 seconds each. For each segment, the encoder produces multiple versions at different resolutions and bit rates. 240p for slow connections, 720p for decent ones, 4K for fast ones. All versions are aligned to the same timestamps, so a player can switch quality midstream without a visual jump or a gap. Your player monitors download speed and buffer health every few seconds. If your connection slows, it silently switches to requesting lower bitrate segments. If speed improves, it steps quality back up. This is adaptive bitrate streaming. Protocols like HLS and Dash use a manifest file, a small playlist that lists every available segment at every quality level, so the player always knows what to request next. Video segments are not served from one server. They are cached across a global content delivery network. When you press play, a DNS lookup routes your request to the CDN Edge server geographically closest to you. That server may already hold the segments from a previous viewer. If it does, it serves them instantly. If not, it fetches from the origin, caches, and delivers. Either way, latency stays low. The player does not wait for you to need a segment before fetching it. It pre-fetches segments ahead of your current position and stores them in a buffer, typically 10 to 30 seconds of video. The buffer is a cushion. If your connection drops briefly, playback continues from the buffer while the player waits for the connection to recover. That is why a short network hiccup does not immediately cause a loading spinner. Each segment arrives at your device as compressed data. A decoder chip or software reverses the codec math. It reconstructs keyframes, applies the stored delta changes, and reassembles motion vector reference blocks to produce raw pixel frames. Modern devices do this in hardware, which is why streaming video uses almost no CPU on your phone, while software decoding would overheat it within minutes. Here is a detail that reframes the whole pipeline. The video you are watching right now was not compressed on demand when you press play. It was encoded days, weeks, or months before your request, stored in its segmented and tiered form on origin storage, and copied to CDN edges worldwide. Platforms pre-encode at every quality level the moment a video is uploaded. Your play request just retrieves pre-baked output. Buffering happens when the player cannot fetch the next segment faster than it plays it. The buffer drains to zero, and the player must pause. This happens at peak times when CDN edges are congested, when your connection physically deteriorates, or when your ISP throttles streaming traffic. ABR tries to rescue the session by dropping quality, but if even the lowest tier cannot keep up, the spinner appears. Full pipeline. Raw video encodes into H.264 or H.265 at multiple quality tiers. Segments cut to 2 to 10 seconds each. Manifest files list all options. CDN edges cache and deliver globally. Adaptive bitrate selects the right tier per second. The buffer cushions interruptions, and hardware decoding converts bits to pixels. Every element has one job, making play feel instant. If pressing play feels a little more earned now, that is the whole point of System Sketch. Subscribe for weekly system breakdowns in plain English. Next time, we walk through exactly what happens in the milliseconds between clicking a link and seeing a full web page. It is more steps than you would ever guess. This is System Sketch.